Today on YesterKitchen, we are making another dish from my book, Every Dish Has a Story. And it's coming from one very special grandmother. We're making her fried chicken. You're gonna love it. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Jill and this is YesterKitchen. If you're new here, welcome. It would be an honor to have you join us as we explore retro history through food. Although we're taking a little break from true history and we're talking about people's history. So my book, Every Dish Has a Story. We did my childhood memory last week, and if you missed it, I'll put it up there. I have a whole playlist. And today we are doing a dish from my friend Tawanna and her grandma Mabel's famous fried chicken. But before I do, I just wanted to remind you that everyone that has a YouTube channel that has a story in this book has created a video of their special recipe. And you can find that in the link on the playlist right below. All the episodes are there. I'm going to continue to add everything I'm doing from the book there. And I just want to tell you, it just started storming here in northern Idaho. So if you hear some thunder, it's really thunder. Okay, so Tawanna is a beautiful, beautiful friend of mine. And she wanted to talk about her grandmother Mabel's fried chicken. Her story is beautiful. It's from the heart. It's and this chicken is just to die for. It's made a little different. Well, how many recipes for fried chicken are there out there? Like thousands? This is Grandma Mabel's. This made her very famous. Growing up in the 1990s in the projects in Toledo, Ohio. If you don't know what the projects are, that's another word for low-income housing. Just had an enormous, enormous amount of family love and support. And that's exactly what's going on here with her fried chicken and her whole story. So I hope you get the book. Tawanna's story is right at the beginning of the book. You're gonna love it. And we are gonna start with, she says 3 to 4 pounds of fried chicken. This is just under 4 pounds of chicken. This is, she recommends thighs, which is my favorite part too, so win-win. And so we're gonna have to prepare these thighs. I've already done it. Here's what I did. Okay, so here is how you prepare the chicken. Of course you wanna keep the skin on. This is fried chicken, ladies and gentlemen. You just want all the fat and crispy skin and all the delicious things. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna soak your chicken in equal parts of water and white vinegar. I have a cup of each in here. I know a lot of you use buttermilk and all kinds of things, but you know, we're talking about projects, low-income housing, and vinegar was much, much more inexpensive. So you want to just pour it in. I'm starting with 2 cups just to see where it goes. And you would just want to come in, I think we'll be okay. Just gonna move a few around a bit. Sorry, I added 1 more cup of our water and vinegar mixture. Now when we're talking about Grandma Mabel, you know, her chicken was famous for a reason, so don't doubt. Okay, here we go. I might add a little bit more while it's soaking. But anyway, you just want enough to cover, and actually it's pretty covered. This is gonna sit here for 5 minutes. You wanna start a timer. You don't wanna go any longer than that. And then after your timer goes off, I have a board ready, lined with paper towels that we're gonna put our chicken on, and then I'm gonna pat it dry really, really well on the top with more paper towels, and then we're gonna continue our chicken. See ya. The one thing I forgot to tell you before you dry everything off is you wanna take each breast individually out of the vinegar water and run it under cold water and just give it a good rinse, because then it won't be so vinegary. But the vinegar totally makes this tender. Okay, so here's what we do. Grandma Mabel's spice recipe. This is to your taste. Tawanna recommends, this is to your taste, but she recommends between 1/2 and 1 teaspoon of each. So in this beautiful little thing, I have a teaspoon of salt. I have about maybe 1/2 teaspoon, 3/4 teaspoon of pepper. I have about 1.5 teaspoons of garlic salt, because I really, even though my cooking is very low in garlic, because that's what history dictates, I happen to love it. And we have 1 teaspoon of thyme. So I'm just gonna go ahead and mix all of this together. And this is how Grandma Mabel, God bless her, makes her chicken. So we're just gonna go ahead and sprinkle the spice mix right on the chicken. And remember, it's well patted dry. And of course, you can't season one side without the other. And if you make more, it's really, really easy to make more seasoning. Because as you'll read in the book, Grandma Mabel fed far more than her family. Very important to season the other side, and we want to season it pretty well. I really wouldn't go over 1 teaspoon of salt, because you really don't want to over salt it. spectacular. And actually, Tawanna was one of the first people I interviewed for my book, which was pretty exciting and pretty wonderful, especially to have a friend say, yeah, I'll do that. Actually, I know everybody in the book, and some of them, a few people I don't know as well, but most of them are friends. And when you ask a friend, hey, I'm writing this book. Do you want to be in a book? Are you okay with that? Do you want to share your personal story? And for most people to go, yeah, let's do it. It was just absolutely meant the world to me. We are all seasoned. I'm going to let this sit. I'm going to take this away and swap it out for my cast iron skillet full of oil, and we're going to start frying. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so my oil is still heating up. So while it's heating up, we're going to get these chicken breasts all dredged because they've been sitting in the spices for a few minutes, so it's all seeping in. So let's lock that in with flour. This is how Grandma Mabel does it. This is how Tawanna does it today. I have here in a pie plate a cup of flour. Tawanna also said you can use a paper bag or a plastic bag, and I think she used paper bags, but all I have is this massive paper bag, and for 6 little thighs, I just think it'll go not well. So I'm gonna go ahead and dredge them in a pie plate, and then you wanna just pound off all the extra flour because you really don't want too much flour. Our first chicken breast, and in it goes into the flour. Tawanna, I know you're watching. I hope I'm doing your grandma proud. For those of you that have been asking, I'm back in Idaho. I've been reunited with my Fiestaware. So happy. I've missed it so much. Okay. And by the way, the platter the chicken's going on, you got it. Just gonna make sure that flour gets into absolutely every section of the chicken. And we're just gonna put on a plate. But this is all you do. You just kind of push it in the flour very well. Do a little pat, pat, pat. I'm gonna go ahead and do all the chicken thighs while the oil's heating up. How do you know when your oil is hot? You take a little pinch of flour and you put it in there. Right now it's not sizzling up, so I've got a ways to go. So I'm gonna do that. We'll be back when our chicken thighs are done and when our oil is hot. Okay, it is fried chicken time, celebrating Tawanna's Grandma Mabel. Okay, so I have a cast iron skillet. Grandma Mabel always cooked her fried chicken in a cast iron skillet. I talk all about it in her story and why it's so important. In the meantime, it is absolutely delicious. Do you need a cast iron skillet? No. Does it really help and make the chicken extra good? Yes. Okay, so here's my oil. It's just pretty much maybe a little more than half. I've used straight canola oil. You can also use vegetable oil. Those are the only 2 oils. Peanut oil is an excellent frying oil. It can be a little on the pricey side, so I'm just using canola today. Here's my flour. Here's my oil. Ready? See how it's just sizzling up there? That's how you know your oil is ready to go. I have my Fiestaware paper towel platter at the ready because you want to drain it the second it comes off. So we're going to put a couple of the thighs in and we cook them for 8 minutes. Then, during the 8 minutes, we cover it. Take off the cover. We're going to flip it. I'll come back for that because I'm not going to make you sit for the 8 minutes. We're going to come back for that. We're going to flip it, cover it 8 minutes again, take off the cover, and then we're going to keep flipping back and forth until it reaches 165. These are like $5. Food safety is so important. You don't want to eat raw chicken. But let's get started. I'm so excited. Okay, ready? Grandma. Oh, look at that. Oh, look how gorgeous that is. And your oil is going to start cooling off as soon as your chicken comes on. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 3 at a time because that's pretty much what my pan can handle. And now I'm going to set my timer for 8 minutes. I'll be back in 8 minutes. Okay, it's been 8 minutes. We're just going to lift the lid, flip the chicken, put the lid back on. Oh, look at that. And guys, it smells so good in here. Another 8 minutes. Let's go. Okay, it's been 8 minutes. I'm gonna now take off the lid. Oh, look at that fried chicken. Oh my God. Now Tawanna says, just kind of flip it back and forth for a minute or 2 until it's completely, oh, look at that. And cook through means 165 on your thermometer. So when you stick it in, you wanna stick it into, this is the skin side up. You wanna stick it into the meat side, not next to a bone because bones heat up a little more than the meat does. So you wanna kind of get it right in the meat. So I'm just gonna let it flip a couple times and we're gonna be ready for some fried chicken. Tawanna, thank you so much for sharing your grandmother's recipe with not only me, but with everybody. I hope you guys will try it. It's spectacular. spectacular. There's so many fried chickens out there. This one not only tastes amazing, but is very special in the heart. Okay, I'm just gonna give it a poke and see where we're at. We're done. So here's what I'm gonna do. Skin side up. I'm gonna go ahead and drain these on the towel. I'm gonna make the next 3 pieces, and we'll come back and we'll see it all on a platter, and I get to taste it. I'll take the hit for you guys. I'll see you in a few. From the book, Every Dish Has a Story, from my friend Tawanna and her grandma Mabel, comes fried chicken. Look at this. Is this gorgeous? It's golden brown. It's cooked through. Our thermometer made sure of that. And oh, it's so good. It's so good. So yeah, it does take some time, but like, what are you doing? You're waiting around while it fries. So it's really an easy recipe. It's just takes a little while. But good things, my friend, are worth the wait. This is dinner for me and hubby, but I can't help myself. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is finger licking good. This is why I don't take big bites on camera. But it's so good. It's not like heavy battered fried chicken. It is true fried chicken from the heart. So I truly hope you give it a try. And I truly hope you get the book so you can read the story behind this beautiful chicken. The link is right down below. If you would like to explore more dishes from your childhood or just the past, I invite you to subscribe. I release new videos every week. In the meantime, there is some more retro dishes for you. And remember, every dish, even Grandma Mabel's famous fried chicken, oh, it definitely has a story. I will see you in the next video.